Guys, Darth Balls here, how's it going? I've got a room tour video for you today. I've not done one of these in a little while, so like a proper one, like an in-depth one, so I thought I'd give you a look at how the collection stands at the moment and just sort of take you through a few of the pieces, so hope you enjoy. So right, I've done this to my door. So as you can see, I've took a lot of the vintage style card backs, cut off the bubbles and placed them on the door. The door's really old and battered, so I thought they'd look pretty cool on the door. So then as we go into the room, I'll step over this. I've got a exercise, oh yeah, leaning about fell over. Got an exercise bike there, I put that there so my dog can't come into the room. He never bothers trying to climb over it. So then we've got my signed comic books just here. Really love these ones. That's signed by Jonathan Ross. This one's signed by, not too sure of the guys, but it's signed by the artist, I believe. This one is signed by David Hine. He's the writer, I think, of this comic. This one's really cool, Batman Detective Comics, and it's a really nice cover. And I love how you've got the shadowy effect of his cape, and then he's signed it in the corner here, so that's pretty nice. And then issue 1 of Chewbacca, which is signed by Peter Mayhew. And then as we come out onto this wall, we've got my B-Wing and my Slave One. Got a canvas there. Just a little A New Hope poster, and then this picture, which has been done by my friend. He's a graffiti artist. He does a lot of wicked spray art, so it's a lovely piece. Then I've got my master replica lightsabers here. Lovely metal hilts on these things. Stunning detail. Then as we come out here, I've got my signed pictures. So if you can just see it there, signed by Peter Mayhew. This one, Warwick Davis, really nice, awesome autograph. And then this one by Dave Prowse, the man himself, Darth Vader. And then on the floor here I have my AT-ATs, both the Empire and the Jedi ones. Lovely, awesome pieces. They just look so cool. I think they look really cool on the floor because they, you can get to see the height of them. You know, they're higher, like above my knee. They're absolutely huge, so they look cool down there. Now I've got the boxes displayed there on top of each other. Little TIE fighter there. Then some carded figures. So we've got my Fett here, that's the animated debut. And Danik Jericho. Got the George Lucas Stormtrooper disguise. And then here I have my Shadow Stormtrooper, General McQuarrie, and the McQuarrie concepts of R2 and 3PO. And you've all seen these ones before. These are my signed figures. So I just got these signed over the years at the Memorabilia Sci-Fi Convention in Birmingham. And as I come out, we have this shelf here. So I've got my vintage AT-AT there with the new Snowspeeder, one of the Power of the Force 2 Luke on Tauntauns, and then Snowtrooper there with the Web Blaster. And then on the next shelf we've got my little Jabba scene, so it's like a Jabba diorama. Really pleased with this. And I've got the scene where Luke attempts to blast Jabba in the face with his blaster, but to no avail as he falls down the Rancor pit. Then as we come down, I've got my Ewok diorama, so my Endor diorama. Got new additions to this, like new figures and stuff, and placed another dead Stormtrooper in the back there. Got some new Ewoks. Got the ATST drivers there. One of them is doomed on the floor there, been battered by an Ewok. And then just some more Ewoks there. It's turned out pretty well. I really want to make a shield generator thing now. The bunker, sorry, the shield generator bunker at some point, but it'll be very awkward to do. It looks pretty tricky. Now on the next shelf here, I've got my Y-wing with the box and some pilots. So I've recently just bought a load of pilots, loads of X-Wing, B-Wing, Y-Wing pilots, A-Wing pilots, just a ton of them. For that, basically, I'm in the process of making these steps. So I'm going to kind of sit them all on the steps. I think they'll look pretty cool. So I'll have a lot more of them coming. And I've just opened Tycho Kelchu, I think it is, from the 30th anniversary collection. Awesome figure, absolutely brilliant figure. Love that guy. Then on the bottom shelf here, I've got my Endor, my Return of the Jedi ATST, which should be up with the diorama, but due to its legs being really loose, it kept falling over, so it's quite high for it to fall all the way to the floor, so I've had to put the other one there. And then I've got my Jedi Path and the Rancor with a Gamorrean guard in its grip. So up to now, that's that part of the room covered. Now onto my vintage collection wall. So at the top here I've got some EU figures, some Empire stuff, and then a Lost Line figure. Then some Return of the Jedi figures, down to my Empire stuff. Then some A New Hope with Phantom Menace and a couple of Revenge of the Sith ones there. And then this piece here, absolutely adore this. This is a Gentle Giant jumbo action figure of the Gamorrean Guard, which is a lovely piece. It's really, really epic. So huge. And then at the bottom, got my Large Wing TIE Fighter. Another cracking piece. So that's that bit. And then onto this shelf here. So this at the top is all my like Sideshow, Gentle Giant, and Kotobukiya and stuff. So we've got some Sideshow pieces there. My Shadow Stormtrooper, Palpatine, and a little bust of the Fett Man. Then in this shelf we've got, you're gonna have to, it's a little bit awkward to do with the glare, so my apologies guys, but we've got Shaak Ti, my newest bust, which is absolutely a stunning piece. I got this so cheap because of the very, very tiny, almost invisible little chip out of his pocket on his right arm, but I got it for like 20 quid. So awesome. Some wicked soft good bits on this as well. And then my Obi-Wan Kenobi there. And over to Plo Koon with my awesome Kotobukiya Boba Fett. So now we're going on to my loose figures, sort of like, you know, all the ones I've opened. So then here we have a little attempt at a Mos Eisley Cantina. So as you can see, we've got Han and Greedo there. And I've done sort of different little scenes from the cantina, so then, you know, the little scuffle between Luke and Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazan, and Obi-Wan there talking to Chewbacca about a lift to Alderaan. So pretty cool. Then along the top here I've just got more A New Hope stuff with this figure here, which is so superb. The weathering on this Sandtrooper is just epic. So yeah, that's them. Just a few more. Then Luke there in the land speeder. And as we come down, I've got some Empire Strikes Back stuff. And yet again, I've just bought on eBay like an absolute ton of Saga Collection 30th anniversary figures. And a lot of them are Empire figures, so I'm going to have to make some room on this shelf to display them when I get them. So, I love that Tauntaun. So as we go along, and then just a few Return of the Jedi bits here. Most of my Jedi figures are obviously taken up by the Jabba and the Endor dioramas. So. And the awesome sail skiff. And then down here I've just got basically one shelf of like prequel figures, and then a shelf of like that bit just sort of over here, they're Clone Wars stuff, animated and realistic. And then as we go across on the shelf, this is just all my expanded universe figures. So the figures from, obviously like comic books, novels, computer games, all that stuff. Then got some of my novels here. And then my 12-inch Luke Skywalker on speeder bike. The figure's very dated and a bit naff, but that speeder bike is just epically cool. And over here it's got some more books and stuff, and then a few of my Star Wars Insiders there. And then as we go here, these 4 boxes you've seen before, these basically all 4 of these contain the whole collection of Dark Horse Star Wars comics, or near enough anyway. I've not got many left to get now. I've almost got the entire collection of all the Dark Horse Star Wars comics, which is cool. And then just on top there I have a Kenny Baker signed picture, which is pretty cool. And then here we have a Dewback with another Sand Trooper. And then my X-Wing. Absolutely love this piece. That one, as I said before, it's going to be going above where the curtain is here. I'm going to have like the X-Wing and then the TIE Fighter in a kind of dogfight-esque thing. And then at the top here, it's got the Angry Birds set. And the boxes for my vintage pieces. I like to display them because they just look so good. And those ones there. And then the 30th anniversary Bounty Hunter set. Really, really cool. Very vintage. It's got the name change and everything. So I think that's the first vintage collection thing they released back in 2010. And it's some German Jedi Con or something. I'm not too sure. It's a convention exclusive from 2010. And then Boba Fett 300 figure there. And then just a few pieces of Lego. I don't really collect much Lego. I love Lego, big fan, but I don't really collect the stuff. I'm more, focused on the 3 3/4 inch type stuff. But they are brilliant pieces. Then just a checklist of the vintage, and then my Millennium Falcon there. And then I've got some vinyl here. Love the Ramones, one of my all-time favourite bands. It's the first album, original pressing. I've got my amp there and then a bass guitar. It's my Fender. And then onto this wall here, this section. This is my vintage section. One of my favourite sections of the room. So at the top here, another canvas, another one of my friends did. Then the posters for the original trilogy. A recarded C-3PO there. Then these ones are all my original vintage mint on card, like factory sealed ones. So then we've got Pruneface, Tebow, Chief Chirper, sorry about the glare guys, Lando Calrissian, one of my favourites of the bunch, my Jedi Luke figure, so good. My Emperor's Royal Guard, Logray, Klaatu and Weequay at the end there. Then as we come out, I've got these floating shelves, and the first one is of all my loose figures. I've now got every figure apart from the last 17. Well, I've got the Anakin, so I need like the last 16 or whatever, and I think I need the white Bespin Guard. So as you can see, I've got it in sort of movie order, so A New Hope through Empire Strikes Back and then Return of the Jedi. And then down on this shelf, I've got some of my boxed vehicles and stuff like that. So then at the back there you can see I've got the X-Wing fighter, got the Wampa, an AFA graded Jawa, my favourite piece of my collection. And then the box for the Wampa, the Slave one, awesome piece, and Boba Fett himself. And then I've got a speeder bike and then a ATST. And as we go down, I've got another ATST which is up for sale. I'm going to been meaning to put it on eBay, as of yet not a chance really. And then I've got Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. And then the X-Wing, the vintage one. And then another AT-AT with the box. The box isn't in the greatest of shapes, but it's a lovely piece and it displays really well. So there we go, guys. Let me just give you a look. Actually, I've got a Micro Machines piece there. So as you can see, that is the room thus far. Let me just take you around full circular of the collection room. So there we go, and I shall end with this here, which is another one by my canvas by my friend. So there we go, and as usual, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will be back doing a couple more reviews and stuff like that. And I'm waiting for a fair few figures at the moment off of eBay. I thought a few of them would have arrived by now, but they haven't. So as soon as they come, I think I'll be doing a couple of reviews on them. But until next time, guys, take care and may the Force be with you.